What's up, everybody? We are back. Episode 3, Season 2, Timeout Podcast. Crazy week again in basketball, soccer, everything. So from UCL predictions to the craziness of the NBA, we right back at it with you guys. Steve, man, talk to me, man.
Fun week for basketball, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
The young gangs are really bringing it out.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the Anthony.
Yeah, no, it's crazy right now. It's crazy right now.
We gotta talk about that picture real quick. Just 2 seconds of that picture real quick. That is probably the craziest jersey swap I think I've ever seen. The Anthony Black and
oh, that's what you're talking about. No, that was crazy. But they just did it for memes, though.
That's the best, funniest meme of all time.
They just did it for that was crazy though. Yeah.
Hopefully the NBA don't suspend them.
They're not gonna suspend them for that. What do you mean? It's their name.
Don't say anything to them, but like I don't know. But like that Black.
Yo, all right. But guys, we gonna get you guys started with a little something different this episode. So we gonna give you guys a little start, bench, cut. Okay. Now, Steve, we know you and your bias be a little...
Not biased.
So let's keep this aside.
I talk facts.
Speak facts. So that's not... Okay.
So... Yes, English is not my first language.
Okay.
Okay. Port-au-Prince, IET, let's go.
Okay. Wow. Okay, Steve, we going to start with some soccer. Start, bench, cut.
Who?
Xabi Alonso, Cesc Fabregas, Mesut Ozil. All in prime, by the way.
All prime?
Yeah.
All prime. Oh. Ozil. Oh. What would you consider Ozil's prime, actually?
Arsenal, probably.
Arsenal, you think?
Yeah.
Not Madrid?
Maybe late Madrid, early. But Arsenal, he was crazy. Come on.
Okay, so then I will probably start Fabregas. That's my guy. Can't bench him. Can't cut him either.
Okay.
Xabi Alonso was a 30, but great technical player. So probably start Fabregas. Bench Ozil and cut Alonso.
What?
I think.
Okay.
I think that's the best. So out of those three, then who would you?
I think it's not my question. It's your question.
No, I
so
get that, but
no. It's your turn. Thank you.
Okay, so then since you are somehow a Chelsea fan, right? You claim to be a Chelsea fan, right?
Yeah.
You claim to be, or
through good and bad. Yeah.
Through the good and the bad.
Through good and bad.
Even though you guys are in 10th place right now?
Yo, question, bro. Answer the question. Yo, come on. Ask me the question.
Okay, so my question is this. Who would you start, bench, cut? Hazard? DJ Drogba? Lampard? Start, bench, cut. One of those three Chelsea legends, by the way.
In their prime.
Chelsea greats in their prime. So you had to cut.
This is them as a player, though, not what they've done for Chelsea, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, as a player.
I think it has to be based on what they did for Chelsea. Drogba, Lampard, Champions League.
But Hazard's more talented than both of them.
All right, but you got a winner in one hand.
I'm not gonna lie. Purely talent, like as a footballer, start Hazard, bench Lampard, cut Drogba.
You're gonna.
I can't forget the champ. No. But that's what I'm saying. It's not about who had the greatest Chelsea career, right?
I'm talking about to be clear. Chelsea. I'm talking about Chelsea wise.
Hazard's more talented. Well, Hazard 2018-19 is
but career. Drogba got you guys.
I answered your question. Man. Next.
I think that's a terrible. I think it's terrible.
No, I didn't ask you what you thought was terrible.
I think it's terrible. I didn't
ask you what you thought was terrible. So for this one, we're gonna do start 2, bench 2, cut 2. Okay. Right? We're gonna go Premier League wingers.
Okay.
We're gonna go Eden Hazard.
Okay.
Mo Salah.
Okay.
Thierry Henry. David Beckham.
Okay.
Ryan Giggs,
Okay.
and Gareth Bale.
Okay, so off the bat, I'll tell you the two I'm going to cut. I'll cut Giggs and Bell.
But why would you cut them off the bat?
The style of soccer just didn't fascinate me.
That's
It's just
okay.
About me, right? Me building, cutting, benching people.
No, yeah,
right?
and you're not known for good takes, so that makes sense.
I'm great.
No, continue.
Ryan Giggs.
You're not you don't know nothing about Ryan Giggs. Okay.
Man, you legend.
Okay. Continue.
Okay. So I'll start definitely Thierry Henry. Thierry's definitely starting. You said who was that?
Beckham, Salah, Hazard, and
Okay, easy.
yeah.
Okay, so I'll start Thierry and Beckham. Coming off the bench will be Salah and Eden Hazard. I think that's fair.
Start Thierry and Beckham.
Yeah.
Salah. Okay.
Salah comes off the bench.
Okay. That's
Beckham was a bend it like Beckham.
Okay, Steve.
Great movie.
Okay. Thank you. Next.
All right, next. So I'm gonna switch it up then. I'll do managers right now. You got start, bench, cut. This one of these three, and they're technically current, I guess you can say. You got Mourinho, Pep, or Jurgen Klopp for my Liverpool fans out there.
Okay. If you want my honest answer, start Mourinho, bench Guardiola, cut Klopp. Let me tell you why.
Terrible take.
No, it's not.
Terrible.
Guardiola has never
don't have a job right now.
Do I get to answer, or you gonna answer for me?
One of those three don't have a job.
But do I get to answer, or you gonna answer for me?
I'm telling you, one of those three don't have a job.
That doesn't matter.
All right, go ahead.
Because but first of all, this is not like, let's say, prime Mourinho though, is it? He's a little like his prime is earlier than theirs. So you're comparing them.
But they were able to adopt and be better than what he is. There's a reason why they still got jobs, and he does it because he wasn't able to become or be able to change his tactics in the way in which today modern soccer is being played.
Okay, but look, for example, Mourinho won a Champions League with Porto in 2004. You know what I'm saying? Porto.
Okay.
Mourinho, in my opinion, has proven that he could do more with less than maybe any other manager in history.
And then
Mourinho's never had the budget of Guardiola spending $1 billion or $700 million or whatever he spends.
Okay, he still had top teams that he's managed.
Okay, tell me all the top teams he's managed.
Managed Real Madrid. What did he do with Madrid?
Madrid. Thank you.
Real Madrid.
Who's on that team? Who's on that team? Wait, are you talking about Mourinho?
Yeah, Mourinho.
Time out. What did he do with Chelsea? Won what?
You guys won. He won what? 2 Premier Leagues with you guys?
What did he do with Porto?
No. He's a great coach. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying longevity, or whole career wise, you can't.
He didn't have as long of a career as him, though. What are you talking about?
He hasn't done.
What do you mean longevity? How you talking longevity when he's coached the longest out of all of them? What are you talking about right now?
Yeah, longevity wise.
How is that longevity?
He's longer than them, but yet he hasn't accomplished as much as
he's not going to bigger clubs.
Well, Liverpool is a great club when Jurgen
Klopp got there.
Dortmund was a great club.
But what budget does he have? Liverpool's always been a big club. What budget does he have, right? Now, hold on.
But his tactics were not working. The last major thing he won was probably what, in 2017, Europa League in 2017 he won with Man U, I think it was. That was the last thing he won, and that was probably the last great team he played, like he coached. After that, we do not know anything about Mourinho after that. Mourinho's Mourinho. But once again, it's Pep. For me, I think the list should be start Pep, bench Jurgen, and cut Mourinho. That's an easy ass thing to do.
Maybe you should get that.
You're bugging, bro. You're bugging.
I don't think I'm bugging.
You're bugging.
I guess. Do you have another one by any chance or not? Because I think that's a terrible.
Now we're gonna shift to basketball. We're gonna shift to some basketball, Steve.
Okay. Can't wait to hear this BS.
Start, bench, cut. Jokic, Embiid, Giannis. Problem.
Shout out to those 3 MVPs, by the way. Dang. They're like three unique players that have different kind of skills. Oh, it's tough. Okay. Dang. Okay. I think I'll start Giannis. I'll start Giannis.
Wow.
I don't know why you're laughing, but okay. Start Giannis, bench Jokic, and cut Embiid. I don't get the joke. I'm not a comedian. I'm not kidding.
You would start Giannis over Jokic.
Yes, because I think. Well, you gotta look at it too. Giannis is a better defender than him.
Oh my God.
Offensive, what?
What does Giannis do better?
Offense wise,
Yeah.
drive to the basket and dunk. Hey, if you're asking, it's because I'm choosing Giannis because he is a two-way player and he's able to guard at least the 1 through 5. Jokic, you can't really. Yes, no one can really stop Jokic. I get that. No one can guard Jokic. No one can guard. No one can guard Jokic. No one can guard Embiid. But I don't think Embiid and Jokic can do what Giannis can do defensively. I don't get the jokes though.
Okay.
I want to laugh too, but I don't get the joke.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Okay. Sure.
He's a two-way. He's a two-way player.
It's okay. Like, you're not known for good takes, so I'm okay with that. Like, that's a crazy take. I'm not gonna lie. That's a crazy take. Jokic is okay. Whatever. All right.
Okay, so I guess I got something for you then. Okay. Start, bench, cut. Small forwards. We're gonna move to small forwards, right? We're gonna talk so much, right? Your favorite player we know is Melo. So Carmelo, KD, or Kawhi. Start, bench, cut. take a sip, because we know who should technically get cut.
This is all prime.
Oh, prime, yeah.
Prime.
Yeah.
Start KD, bench Melo, cut Kawhi. No. Let me explain why. No. I'm
Okay.
you laughing like.
Go ahead. I'm just saying. Prime Kawhi has two.
Hold on, but look.
Has two championships.
But
two
what is
Finals
but
MVPs.
what is prime Kawhi surrounded with? Versus what is prime Melo surrounded with? Like, that's like saying, like, for example, no. Hold on.
Money.
Hold on. That's not chasing money, bro. What are you talking about? Hold on. Like, for example, is prime Kawhi, for example, better than a prime Harden? No, you probably wouldn't say that.
That's a good.
But it's Harden. Like, sometimes you're like unlucky because of where you're placed. Like, Melo, he went to New York. They gave him the worst team ever.
Didn't give him the worst team ever,
bro.
Wait. Like, he had Tyson Chandler at one point.
For
defensive
2 years.
He had
for 2 years, Steve.
Okay,
And he tore his shoulder. And he tore his shoulder the year that had Melo tore his shoulder in the playoffs. And Amari punched the like, come on, bro. Like, I'm just saying, like.
Okay, I think okay.
Yes. Start KD, bench Melo, cut Kawhi.
Okay, that's it. Okay. All
now,
right. I'll take that.
My last basketball one for you. We can go some shooting guards. Shooting guard / point guard, depending what you call them.
I think I put. Oh, no, okay.
Wade, Harden, AI.
You consider AI a shooting guard?
Yeah.
Oh man, jeez.
He is a shooting guard. Just because he's short, that doesn't make him a point guard.
Oh, I know. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I think because he influenced and like changed the game. I think I'm gonna go with start AI.
Okay.
And I think because Prime Harden is something that I don't think we've ever seen before, and probably there might be a chance we might see something similar soon. But I think bench Harden, cut Wade.
No, okay. Now let me I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Uh,
Wade's the only winner out of them. He doesn't have an MVP, but hold on. Wade's prime is MVP caliber, MVP like, right?
I think when he won that first championship with Shaq,
one of the best finals performances ever.
He did great, but my thing was in the periods after that.
But this is about peak. This is not about who had the best
career.
It's
about peak, but
and also
peak,
okay. So hold on.
Would have went through to at least the 2010s before.
If that's the case,
Bron
if that's the case,
and Harden,
who's the third best shooting guard?
Huh?
Who's the third best shooting guard?
Career wise, well, I'm telling you just want me to pick the three that. So that's three.
If you're talking about peak, so it's let's say if 2006, let's say if 2006 to 2009, let's say, or let's say 2005 or 2009 or 2010, for example, is peak Dwayne Wade. Is peak AI better than that? That's a guy that wins. Hold on. That's a guy that wins a championship. That's a guy that in the 08 Olympics. That's a guy that in the 08. Hold on.
It's about career right now.
No, I'm not talking about career right now because that's his peak. We're talking about peak. I'm listing his peak. What are you talking about? Man. His peak is a guy that won a championship with one of the greatest performances ever in a comeback. This is a guy that in the 08 Olympics in a team headlined by Kobe, Melo, LeBron, all these guys. He's right there in that. He's not like one of those second team. No. He's literally one of the faces of that team.
I fully get the D-Wade argument. But Harden, man.
Whatever, man.
Harden AI. They just changed the game. Alright then. For my last one, I guess I'll ask you this. Since you did shooting guards, I'll do point guards. Between these three, who would you cut? Bench? Well, start bench cut. Between Russ, CP3, and J Kidd.
Oh, okay.
Now, this is based off not just
peak
career, but talent, everything.
What is this, peak or career?
Career, I think. Career. Let's do career. Even though those two, their careers haven't ended just yet, and one did, but career-wise so far, at least.
Career, it probably has to be.
Because only one of those three has a championship.
Career is Russ. I would start Russ, bench J Kidd, cut CP. Only one has a championship, which was a little bit past his prime, and only one has an MVP. Hold on, and only one has an MVP, which is one of the greatest MVP seasons ever.
Okay. I know. I'll take that.
Put some respect on Russ's name.
I'll take that.
Yes,
list.
sir.
I'll take that list.
Now, Steve, let's get straight to the topics.
Okay. What are we talking about today?
The NBA this year has had some awful teams.
Terrible. No, that's just awful. Terrible. Terrible.
Okay. Who do you think is the worst team in the NBA? Or who would you not want to play for the most?
Okay, so the worst team, I think, based on talent and I think expectations, has to probably be the Detroit Pistons.
What?
I'm saying that based off talent, the talent and what we expected heading into.
What did you expect?
We didn't expect a 27 or 28 games losing streak. That's not something we expected.
You don't expect that from anybody.
No, but especially signing. No, I get that, but signing a new coach and with Monty Williams coming in, you still got Cade and you still got Jalen Duren. I thought they still had enough. At beginning of the season, you still had Bogdanovich. They had talent. But somehow they went on a 27 or 28 game losing streak. So I think that will probably be the worst team. I think based off expectations.
But are they the worst team or the worst moment? If that makes sense, because I don't know, like that was terrible, all time, awful, terrible, garbage. Fata. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know, like I feel like other than that, which was terrible,
I feel like they have talent. It's just
okay. This is my thing. I think by far the worst team is probably.
You said the Wizards, probably. It has to be one of those three. It has to be the Detroit Wizards or
Charlotte.
All right,
Charlotte's there. Charlotte's there
four.
too. Low key, I think it's. I think low key.
It's a hard one, man. It's a hard one, especially with the expectations I think we had. I don't think anyone expected. I think we expected Charlotte to be a little bit better.
I think.
Especially with Bridges coming back.
I
Melo.
think the Wizards are the worst team because the Wizards don't have hope. Now the Wizards like there's nothing
with Poole coming out the bench.
Nah, the Wizards don't have hope because Charlotte at least has LaMelo. If he, if they decide to build it, they have LaMelo. That kid,
is it Brandon Miller?
Mark Williams, solid center. Miles Bridges, he's probably not gonna stay, but Miles Bridges, Brandon Miller, like LaMelo, Brandon Miller is more than like that's a backcourt like for the future. Mark Williams was a little hurt this year, but whatever. Like they're gonna get another good draft pick again. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Washington is like they're lost. Like they are lost. They got Jordan Poole and Jordan Poole.
I drafted Jordan Poole. I drafted you second overall in our fantasy. I drafted you second.
Hold on. Let me stop right there. You drafted him second, but that was your fault.
No, that was my fault.
But no, hold on.
Wait, time out.
No.
This was supposed to be his team. He was supposed to be the leader on that
Steve,
team.
you drafted him before a guy like Anthony Davis.
Okay, because
like,
I thought he was going to be a scoring machine. I thought he was going to go out there and just shoot the ball like 30 times and at least make 15 of them. He's not doing that.
Steve.
He jacks out the most random shots in the world. Kristaps Porzingis is right in front of you, and you decide. That's like one of the worst shot selections in the world. He probably has the worst shot selection I think out there.
This is why I think the Wizards. I think the Wizards. I think the Wizards are the worst team because I think they have the least. I think a team like Detroit, right? Detroit, for example, is. Washington's actually last place right now in the East. Hold on. Washington's
second to last or last?
No, Washington's last now.
Last now?
Behind Detroit, bro. And not only that, but Detroit got Cade, Duran, the Thompson twin. That kid Sasser's a decent talent. They got a good coach.
I see Stewart. Besides him, doing all that. When he's on the court,
Who?
Isaiah Stewart.
Oh.
When he's on the court, he's actually he's a decent player.
But Washington, in my opinion, like for example, a guy like Kuzma, like realistically, I don't know how long. Even though he didn't want to get traded this year, he's not. I don't think he's a future guy.
He's not.
You already traded Gafford. Poole's gonna be decent enough. He's not gonna be as bad as he's been.
They have nothing to build.
Yeah, I think they're lost because there's not much to build on. I think they have a lot of like role players or like maybe above average players like a Denny Avdija or like that kid Koulibaly. He's not bad. But
off topic real quick, out those 4 teams, the 4 worst teams, which one of those teams that if they offered you like a 10-day contract, you wouldn't hesitate going to it just for vibes and stuff?
Charlotte.
You think so too? I think so.
Charlotte.
They seem to be enjoying
these
life.
Guys live their best life. They're on the sideline with like full on like
their fits are fired.
The chains.
Bro,
they don't care.
20, 30,
they don't care. First of all, I don't understand. Like I'm sure the coach is a nice guy. Steve Cliff is a nice guy. I don't understand how he hasn't been fired yet. No. Not only that, he was there in the Kemba era, and they brought him back. What did you see? No.
I think this is the last season probably coaching.
He has to. It has to be.
His next role probably as a coach to be assistant coach.
Yeah, I don't think the Spurs are at that level because the Spurs.
They have
Pop has them.
Try.
They fight. They fight,
try.
And they have a potential generational talent.
But they had to get rid of everyone on the. Everyone has to go behind. Everyone's gotta go. Everyone. Gonna rebuild the whole entire team. Even Pop gotta go.
You think Pop gotta go?
Pop gotta go.
That's crazy.
Pop's gotta go.
What did Pop do for you to say Pop has to go?
He hasn't done anything in 9 years of basketball. Okay, realistically, in the last 4 or 5 years, he hasn't really done anything. If it was I get the.
Okay, tell me a coach that would have been able to do something with this team, with his teams, the last 5 years. What are you talking about?
Next topic.
What are you talking about? The teams have been full of G League players.
I think just based off what.
It's not based off nothing.
No, yeah, based off what the NBA is going off right now. You need that new.
What are you talking about?
New vibe in San Antonio, man.
Why? So you're saying just because of his age that he can't adjust to the new NBA? That's what you're saying.
I think because of his age, he might not be able to fit in with the new locker room. Like having a coach that knows.
Pop is literally one of the most loved coaches in the NBA.
He is, and that is great. We love that Pop. You can just front office. There's still a job up there. There's a job up there. Saying. Okay, my thing is this is
what has he proven to you for you to say that he needs to go?
This is based off an entertainment thing. I want to see Wemby shine. Meaning, I want to see Wemby go out there and talk his talk. I want to see.
That's not his personality though.
No. But I think that's the San Antonio personality.
Yo.
I think if you give him if Wemby went to a bigger city, let's say a New York or LA,
yeah, Miami,
or not Miami.
Yeah. I'm just saying cities. I'm just saying Chicago.
Somewhere he can just be him. He can just be him and ultimately him. I think that he's gonna be an entertaining player to look down. Down the line, I think he's gonna be an entertaining player because obviously we know that Pop is not gonna stay in San Antonio forever. So I think eventually, I just want to see the personality in them. All the rookies out here, all the rookies are the younger guys. I'm seeing Anthony Edwards. We're starting to see some personality in him. Anthony Black and Creighton Dick. What they did for basketball this weekend has to be probably the greatest thing I think I've ever seen. That was probably the greatest. Yeah, probably the greatest jersey swap ever. And did you see the other names that people have mentioned on social media?
Nah, I didn't see.
You got let me not. You got Trey Young. Take Young's last name and Creighton.
Okay. Nah, but what's up with you?
One thing I like to say though, NBA man, the youngins, they're bringing entertainment, they're bringing joy. Please do not take that away from them. That's the only thing I'll say to the NBA right now.
So, to be clear, who do you think is the worst team in the NBA?
The worst team.
One answer.
I started off with Detroit. I'm gonna have to say probably the Wizards. Then you convinced me.
The Wizards are bad.
They're terrible.
They're terrible. They're terrible.
Hot garbage. Okay, so then wow. Nah, they really.
So
are.
okay, so let's keep it NBA, right? Let's keep it NBA. Who would you say is the biggest sleeper team going into the playoffs? Obviously, we hear about Denver, we hear about Boston, maybe the Clippers, maybe whatever. Who do you think is the biggest sleeper that people aren't talking enough about? That can make a deep playoff and potentially win a championship?
You're gonna say it's because I am a fan. I am a fan, but
oh my gosh,
I low-key do think even through the struggles that we are seeing this year.
Who's we, bro? You're not
the media,
a Lakers fan.
Everyone, the fans. The struggles that we are seeing this year, I think that we just have to get our defense in order. And I think the Lakers could actually make a push. Because the only team I think everyone in the NBA fears is just the Denver Nuggets.
That's not true.
That's just not true. Fear?
You don't think people fear a team like Boston?
I think Boston has some weaknesses.
People don't fear Golden State?
Nah.
People don't fear Steph Curry?
Steph. We're talking about Steph. Everyone's going to fear Steph. The surrounding cast, I don't think people fear them that much.
Steph Curry. Okay. Do people fear, let's say, the Clippers?
If healthy, maybe.
Obviously,
healthy?
we're talking about every team healthy, Steve.
Every team healthy. Clippers, they're 1-2, but not as much as
The
Denver,
only
though.
team people fear is Denver.
I think Denver's not like the only, but at
What
least
are you talking
the number one
about?
team that people fear is Denver.
Okay, so it's not only anymore. It's number one.
They're up on. They're the most feared team in the NBA. I think Denver.
Okay, that's a different argument. You said only. That's why I'm like,
Okay,
you.
I apologize then to you.
Yeah, I know it's not your
Whatever.
first language, but like, so in my opinion, I don't know what I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what you've seen from the Lakers.
This is what I see. I see potentially Bron can give you 20. AD when he wants to be AD, when he wants to be what we'll say the second or third greatest power forward. When he chooses to be the second or third greatest power of all time. When he chooses
Wait.
I'm saying when he chooses to be.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, maybe third or
Hold
fourth.
on, no.
Third or fourth.
No. I'm not even gonna let that. No. AD
Third or fourth.
when he chooses to be the second or third greatest power forward
I'll
ever.
change it. Third or fourth.
Tim Duncan,
Yeah, Tim Duncan.
Karl Malone, Kevin Garnett, Dirk
Kevin.
Nowitzki.
That's why I said third or fourth.
Is he better than? Okay, never mind. You know,
I think he's better than Dirk. I think he's better than. I can't say Carl. I don't want to say Carl. All right, so moving on once again. So I do think if he could have, like, if AD can just give you consistently every night 20, for some reason it seems like he's scared of these European bigs. Like, let's be honest here. It seems like Sabonis is like 10-0 against him. How? Sabonis is like 10-0.
you know what's concerning about that? Sabonis is not known as a good defender, he's a little smaller.
He's a lot smaller. Like AD, I'm sorry, I love you, man, but we gotta step up our game against the Europeans. Especially how we talk about them in the media, like we need an American technically to be the face of the league, and you ain't helping technically. For being honest, you're letting these Europeans just run circles around you. It's insane. But once again, I do think Bron's gonna give you his 20. If AD can give you his 20 and like 20 and what 12, 13, we'll say, and then I think the X factor. Well, these two guys really is Austin Reeves and D'Lo. If D'Lo can get into his bag more often and be a little bit more consistent and gives you 20, if he's able to, if Bron, AD, and D'Lo can give you 20 a night, I don't know how you can.
You could expect that every night, 20 a night.
I think you can. It's just that D'Lo just gotta get out of his head.
Nah, you're bugging.
I think so.
Every night you could expect that.
Yes.
What team has 3 players that average 20 points, let alone the
D'Lo
Lakers?
can. Listen,
what are you talking about?
D'Lo can't, because we're
He
looking
can. On this team, what team? No, hold on.
I'm saying that if he does this consistently every single night, the Lakers will be good.
And
the Lakers
yes, Steve, if, I don't know, man, if any third option is more consistent, they could average 20.
But the thing is,
what are you talking about?
The thing is, out of all third options, this third option is capable of giving you 20 a night, or 20 a night. That's the thing. He's capable of giving you 20 a night. And then if you have Austin that can give you 15 and Rui can give you 10 at least, what? That's 20 plus 20.
Let's do some math, buddy.
60 plus 50, 75 plus 10, 85. And you can get the Lakers' biggest problem right now is just defense. It really is. Like, for some reason, matchups.
So let me ask you a question. A guy like Harden on the Clippers is averaging 17 a game.
Okay.
If he's more consistent, he could average 20, right?
Okay.
Like CJ McCollum, or like I'm just saying, like a lot of
if D'Lo's consistently can give you 20, at least a night.
That's one of the biggest ifs.
It's not the biggest if.
It is
because
how often does that happen? That's all three of them score.
That's consistent. That's capable of
when
doing
he scores
it.
20. Like, how often does Braun and AD score 20? That's what I'm trying to say
It's
to you.
happened 14 times so far this season. I'm just saying, if they can consistently do that, especially in the playoffs when it matters most, I think they are a team that, if you sleep on them, they can definitely. And they showed you last year that they're not one to sleep on.
Okay. Well, I disagree completely.
Okay, so who do you say?
I know LeBron's the playing king. He's in it every year.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah, no, he is. No, he's the. No, you're right.
No,
he's the GOAT of the playing.
No, the GOAT.
He's the GOAT of the playing.
No, the GOAT.
He's the GOAT of the playing.
basketball.
He's the GOAT of the playing. He plays in the playing every single
40K.
year. He plays in the playing every single year.
40K.
So
put some respect on his name.
yeah,
man.
no. Seriously, what he does in the playing is unheard of.
And what did Melo do?
In the playing, he didn't
I'm
get the
talking
chance
about
to play
in
in
the playoffs in
the
general,
playing.
though.
He didn't get the chance to play in the playing, and he didn't.
Championships.
Okay, so
Finals. That's what I thought.
Honestly, I feel like you just can't sleep on, like, the Warriors.
I think you
Between
can
the war, I'm stuck between the Warriors. I think the Knicks are getting enough love. This is why I don't think they're a sleeper.
Yeah, I think like I would have, like, if it was the East one, I think I would have picked the Knicks, but they have been getting love, especially after the recent trades and stuff.
But I would say, low key, the Warriors and the Mavericks. The Mavericks are starting to, like, figure it out, and low key those trades, like, you know, for example, like,
I think
pre trade deadline, like, it was a lot of, like, you know, there was a small team.
Okay.
You got a guy like PJ Washington now that's a power forward. Now you have a 2-center rotation of Gafford and Lively, who's more than capable. Both of them are more than capable.
The Cleavers
And Kleber, yeah, whatever, Tim Hardaway, whatever, Derrick Jones, all these guys.
No, they're okay. I can see that. But
Right?
I think what the Mavs
Hold
need to
on. So the Mavs, though, not only that, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little hesitant. Like, Luka, I feel like it's very ball dominant, but, like, with Kyrie, low key, like, Kyrie still
man.
Kyrie still
He's
gets
a
to his
baller.
he puts what, like, he does what he needs to do. Like, it's not Kyrie's numbers is not a big drop off. Like, you're not gonna look back at Kyrie's career at his Dallas days and say, oh,
You see what he did for Jokic?
ridiculous. But, like,
That's sick game with
the Mavs,
Okay,
because I
can see
think
that. I can
in
see
my
that.
opinion, I think the NBA, when it comes to playoff time, especially when as defenses get tougher and all this stuff, you need tough shot makers. The Mavs have probably two of the top 5 tough shot makers in the NBA.
But the only problem is that they do have that, but they also have the two guys on the team that don't play defense, or that
Kyrie plays a little defense.
Kyrie plays a little defense, but you can still get by him. Luka doesn't seem like he bothers with defense. Like, it doesn't look like he bothers with defense at all. So I think what the Mavs need to do is they need to take a page from what well, you might not agree with me, but they need to take a page of what Argentina did with Messi with the World Cup.
Oh my god.
Meaning that let Messi do all the offense.
That's not how. No.
And then we'll just stick back there and play
You
the
can't do
defense
that.
that we
You
do.
can't do that. There's 5 people on a court. What?
No.
No.
just wait. Listen, out there, to the Mavs players, we don't need you guys. Like, they don't need you guys on offense. Set your picks and crash the boards.
Talk
Set your
to him,
picks,
man. Talk
crash
to him.
the boards. Let Luka and Kyrie just take all the shots they want. The one time you guys need energy is just on the defensive end. All right, just cover for Luka, cover for Kyrie. They got you guys on the offense. I think that's a fair message. I think to the Mavericks supporting cast. I think.
Well, first of all, basketball, you can't do that. But, like, okay.
You never tried. You gotta try something because
Okay, but I would say, but the Warriors, this is what I'm saying about the Warriors, man. I'm not gonna lie, like, they're the type of team, like, they have that playoff experience, like, all that stuff, like, let's say about OKC, Minnesota, whatever, all the concerns we have,
the youngins don't have
the playoff experience.
Okay.
The Warriors got it. Not only that, here's what I think people are sleeping on. The Warriors are slowly just starting to figure out what's working for them, and slowly it is starting to work for them. And now, like, it is. Clay, like, people want to try to clown Clay. He's producing.
Yeah.
Kuminga's slowly like
rising to be a
borderline a star, if not a star. Steph, we don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? But, and then you got, like, Draymond is still, like, I think people, because of all the extra stuff Draymond does, forgets how good he still actually is.
defensively. He controls the.
It's not only defensively.
I'm saying that he controls the floor when he's on. Like when he's on there, he's probably one of the smartest NBA players that we have in the game that they have in the game right now.
Yeah, he is.
He's at least within at least the top 5.
Not for sure. So my thing is,
he's able to control. The thing about Draymond, I think that's makes him special, is that he's able to control the defense at the same time too. He's able to actually control the offense. Like the offense
exactly. How many players do you know could do that? He's
an all-time great.
It's my thing, right? They are 4 games out of the loss column from the 6th seed, and right now they're the 10th seed. But remember, they're 2 games back. Right, like 2 games back, like they remember the whole situation, right?
Yeah, I get that.
So, like,
but I think it's them and the Lakers gonna be fighting. I think those 2 teams.
No, I know LeBron's the playing king, but I'm saying Golden State, like Golden State, we're talking about
king.
We're talking about a team that, like, bro, like, I don't know, to beat them 4 times. I don't know.
Well, now we're not talking about 4 times anymore. Now we're just talking about once.
Well, I'm saying, like, I'm talking about.
I think within the 9-10 seed, I think.
Well, it depends where they finish, though.
I think it's going to alternate between the Lakers. I don't think any of those 2 teams are touching the 8th, 7th seed. I don't think they are.
Oh yeah, it's
I don't think they are.
It's like
So they're really. I think those 2 teams are fighting for who's going to get the home court play advantage.
Okay.
And if it's and I do believe still it's going to be the Lakers. Although I know recently the Golden State beat the Lakers, but that was without how AD got hurt in the eye and couldn't return back to the game. And it just turned out that they just blew us out. But I think with the size problem that Golden State does have, I think the Lakers are going to beat them in the play-in. That's just it. That's why I don't think they're going to be.
That's fair, but I would. You're entitled to your opinion, but I would say Golden State or Dallas.
The West then. So who in the East do you think is a sleeper?
I think Milwaukee. I think people are sleeping on Milwaukee because of how bad not bad. They were never bad. They just weren't as good as people thought they were going to be.
I guess
as consistent.
Yeah.
They're starting to be like they're the second seed.
I think as soon as
they're the second seed.
As soon as Giannis and Dame figure out how to play with each other,
they're the second seed right now.
So that means that something's working.
Like, I'm saying, they're the second seed right now in a year that they're considered, like, to be off of it or whatever. Like, they're, like... And the thing is, with their team, I think people sleep on, it's like... They're low-key... They can go at least 7-8 deep, too.
So, like... Okay. Miami's in the 8th... I think 8th seed right? 8th seed right now. Do you think they could be... Could you consider Miami a sleeper team?
I don't think.
Seen what they've done.
I'm not big on Miami this year. I don't know. I'm not big. I think if Embiid comes back, I think Philadelphia could beat anybody.
They're what? They're 6.
6, yeah. But I think I think only if he comes back. If he comes back, I think they can go to. I really think if he comes back and plays like if he's actually playing healthy, you know what I'm saying? I think he could. I think they could be a one. I think they could beat anybody.
My one thing about Milwaukee is that somehow it seems like Miami is like their Achilles heel somehow. Mm-hmm. So like in that matchup, they are number 2 right now. So in the matchup of 7 and 8 is what is the late. The Heat and who? The Heat and.
Wait, you said what?
The 7-8
Pacers.
The Heat and the Pacers, right? So the Heat gets past the Pacers, let's say, and finish off that 7th seed. They'll face Milwaukee. Do you think Milwaukee has a chance to beat the Heat then?
Yeah.
Or do you think they'll beat the Heat in a 7-game series?
I think it can. I think it can go either. I think I'm not big on Miami. I wouldn't be surprised if Miami lost, but I would. Milwaukee's better. Milwaukee's been a better team than them.
Okay.
But let's shift sports. Let's go back to soccer. The thing you claim to know and the thing I think I know.
I don't claim I know. I know soccer.
Now, obviously, the the draws came out for UEFA. I mean, for Champions League and Europa
I'm
League.
fully gonna say this now. Barcelona's winning Champions League.
Okay, man. Have a good day. Have a good day. Okay, man.
He just said Barcelona's winning Champions League. Okay.
You heard it first from Timeout, Steve. Barca's winning Champions League.
Okay.
I think we're definitely making the finals. I think we're definitely gonna make the finals.
Okay. Let me before I ask the question. Let's get back down to earth. Let's no. Let's talk serious. No,
I'm on earth.
Let's talk serious.
I'm serious.
Let's talk
Barca's
serious.
winning Champions League.
Let's talk serious. Obviously, okay. If for those of you guys who don't know, the bracket this year is Arsenal's facing Bayern Munich, City's facing Madrid, Manchester City's facing Real Madrid. That's on the same side of the bracket. The other side of the bracket is Atletico versus Dortmund, Atletico Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund, and
Barca versus PSG.
FC Barcelona versus
Barca.
PSG. Right. So.
Best school club.
Okay, now you speak. Okay, like,
Barca.
Okay, thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
So, what do you think? Like, how do you think it's gonna go?
Okay, these are my predictions. I think what's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna go on the Barca side real quick. I think Barca's gonna beat PSG. I think Atletico Madrid's gonna beat Dortmund. It's gonna be a battle of the Spanish teams between Barca and Madrid. We know Barca's gonna win that, just like how we smoked them last week. Then on the other side of the bracket, I think Man City beats Real
Last week?
Yeah, Barca beat Atletico. Yeah, Barca.
Oh, Atletico. I was thinking about Real. Sorry.
No, Atletico. And then I think Man City's gonna beat Real. Man City's gonna beat Real Madrid. Man City's gonna beat Real. Bayern, Arsenal. That's gonna be. I think that's gonna be the one to see. But I do think. I think Arsenal's gonna come out of it because I don't want to see Bayern or Hurricane win.
It's not about what you want. What do you think?
It's not about. It's what I think. Arsenal's gonna come out of it. So it's gonna be the battle of the Spanish teams versus the battle of the English teams. I think Man City's gonna beat Arsenal, so it's gonna be a final between Barca and Man City, and Barca's gonna win it 2-1.
Barcelona's not going to the final.
Barca's winning.
Barcelona's not even going to the semifinal. Barcelona's getting out in the quarterfinals.
Because Chelsea is right.
Yeah, bro.
I just want to make sure that Chelsea is. Chelsea, you guys this year? No. Were you guys in it last year?
In what, Champions League?
Champions League, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys were in Champions League last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys gonna be in it next year?
We went further than you last year. What are you talking about?
Are you guys gonna be in it next year?
I don't know.
Well.
So, anyways.
Sucks, huh?
But, I would say, I think, I don't know, that Arsenal, but I think, honestly, the Arsenal Bayern is probably with the Madrid, what's it called? Man City's gonna be good. But Arsenal Bayern is really interesting. I think this is one of the best draws in a while for the quarterfinal wise.
I think
it's one of the best ever.
Every team fits.
I would say every team fits. Yeah. Yeah.
No, yeah, but once again, so
I would say though. Honestly, I'm not even like trying to like be like biased against you. I know you might be offended, but first of all, you're wearing a Bayern shirt right now, so like, I don't even know.
Bayern.
You're wearing a Bayern shirt right now, but honestly, like, I don't think Barcelona has they just haven't been They haven't been good this year. Like haven't
started the season off good, but lately, Xavi, I gotta give you your props, man. You've been doing a hell of a job with this team. A lot of youngsters are being added to this squad right here.
The problem is, I don't like. I know it's easy. I know it's easy to say, but like, Mbappe, what he might do to your team.
I got Araujo in the back.
Araujo's not the same from last year.
Huh?
He's not.
Araujo's a defensive stopper. He can stop people. It's just the right side of the team I'm worried about.
And that's what he's leaning more
I'm
towards.
talking about another player, but I don't want to say his name right now just to get his confidence low. But step up your game.
Okay, you watch it.
Step up your game. Yeah. I need that confidence. The same confidence that you use when you do your fashion stuff, I need that same confidence on the field.
Conde?
I'm not saying a name right now. I'm not saying a name right now, but yeah, the same confidence you have on that catwalk whenever you're doing your fashion stuff, I need that same energy on the field, especially against the countrymen, especially against your countrymen.
Okay, all right, but
And also, I'm gonna have Pedri and probably De Jong back by then.
Pedri won't last 60 minutes.
Pedri, once again, I said it once again, and I'll say it again. He's the top 5 center mid in the game right now.
You wasn't right when you said it then. You're not right when you say it now.
And I'm right now.
But
I
okay.
promise you.
But look, no.
Frankie's definitely top 10.
So so you think Barcelona's winning Champions League?
Barca's winning Champions League.
Okay, that's wrong. So
It's not wrong.
honestly,
It's facts.
I think this is the PSG year. I think this is the Cinderella story.
Thank you.
No,
Thank
it's
you.
not.
I
No,
think this
it's
is the
not.
No, seriously. Hold on.
Who do they have?
Who does Barcelona have?
Okay, so question. What?
Who does Barcelona have?
Huh?
Who does Barcelona have that you can come at PSG and say, who do they have?
We have Lewandowski. We have Pedri.
The good same guy you've
We
been complaining
have-
about for the
we
last
have-
3 months.
and he's been stepping up. We have Ilkay Gundogan. We have Frankie De Jong. We have
Indeed.
Ronald Araujo. We have the fashionista Kunde. We are chilling. We will be good. We will be ready to face PSG. We will dominate that game, and I especially want to see Dembele. Dembele, you better be out on that field. Araujo, you better take care of him. Araujo, you better take care of him. Take care of him. That should be part of the incentives. And I think, also on a serious note, for the Barca side, I think winning Champions League
you
is a
wasn't
way.
serious saying all
I'm
that.
saying winning Champions League in a way will bring some bread.
You're
into the
not
club.
winning Champions League.
We will
Stop
win Champions
talking about Champions
It will
League, bro.
bring-
We will.
it will bring that. We need that. We need to stop selling the grass to get this. So I think winning Champions League will bring in some money, and
Yo.
we can fix our current
Situation.
financial situation. So I think that's one of the biggest motivators I think out there for the Barcelonas. So that next year when we do get that new coach, that he has a decent budget to at least somewhat work with, or at least be able to at least probably keep some of these players on some long terms, like the João Cancelos, the João Felix, maybe.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe he started off great.
Yeah, same for Chelsea, yo. He's an iffy one, man. I don't know.
So I think once again, Barca Champions League winners.
You're wrong. But seriously, Steve, like, let's get to serious stuff.
I'm being serious. I don't know why you're laughing.
I think it's the PSG year. No, seriously, because, bro, PSG drew Barcelona, right?
Okay.
Like, okay, as much as you want to say Barcelona's going to win,
We said the same thing.
hold
about
on,
PSG,
man.
4 or 5 years ago.
Hold on. As much as you want to say Barcelona is like, I would say for the most part, every single draw is pretty like, I don't think any draw you could say like, let's say it's like a 75-25 heavy favorite.
Like heavy favorite. For
Yeah, right. So a lot of times that this comes down to execution and talent. PSG is the best player on the field. There's nothing to think about.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I don't know what you like.
Yeah,
But
they do.
PSG, you remember a few years ago when Messi was on the team, what Mbappe did to you guys? Okay. So,
What did we do to them?
what'd you do to them?
6-1.
That was before the
Doesn't
Mbappe
matter.
era. Okay.
6-1.
Neymar was still in Europe, so I don't know what you're
6-1.
talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
6-1.
I'm just saying. Nah, I'm just saying
Neymar's
though.
somewhere still.
Okay. I'm just saying though, like, I think PSG has I honestly think because PSG is going through Barcelona, then you have to face Atletico or Dortmund. I think they'll win that, right? It's one game. And Mbappe in finals has proven to all of us he's a player that steps up in finals. What? What are you looking at?
What? Besides the World Cup final in 2018?
He scored in the World Cup in 18 too.
What happened in the 2020 Champions League finals?
So okay,
I'm
so
just saying, you're saying that he steps up during finals.
time out.
That's a big statement that you're making
Time
for
out.
someone that hasn't been able to win the Champions League and who's been.
But he's also
healthy
won a
to
World
play.
Cup.
Also, huh?
He's also won a World Cup and scored a hat trick in the other one.
2018 hat trick. What? 2 penalties, and Barca. And there's a reason why we're seeing the GOAT.
Messi scored a penalty
saying,
too.
we're seeing the GOAT back here lifting the trophy.
Okay, listen. I think Messi's the GOAT too, but how many penalties did he score? Don't try to if we're seriously.
Won that game.
I'm talking about the World Cup. If you want to talk, if you want to talk about,
we're not talking about that right now.
You can't talk about that. That's why.
The GOAT.
If you want to talk about penalties in the World Cup, you cannot use somebody else other like Messi. Like I think Messi, but you can't Messi in that. Okay, then be fair.
The finals, I don't think Mbappe has really stepped up in every single final that you claim that he's been in.
Yo, what?
I don't think he's been. Well, in that case, then he would have. He would have won the Champions League by now, right?
Did he go to how many Champions League finals has he been to? One,
and he lost.
And against Bayern Munich in 2020, who was a European powerhouse.
I don't think Bayern was a better team than them.
What? Oh my God! How many players are on the field?
22.
And who was the Ballon d'Or winner? Who was the Ballon d'Or winner that year?
Who?
No. That year got canceled. Remember who was going to be it?
So therefore he didn't win it.
Who was going to get it?
Tell me that
who was going to get it?
That there was a Ballon d'Or winner.
Who was going to get it?
I don't know. That was to be determined.
Everybody knew that was the Lewandowski year.
To be determined.
Yeah, but what are you talking about?
He would have won it after that Champions League.
So to be clear,
but if Mbappe
hold on.
Mbappe would have won Ballon d'Or.
So Bayern 2020. So PSG 2020. To be clear, right? I'm gonna state this question clearly for you.
Well, you have what?
Stop listing players and look at the team.
You had what? Di Maria. You had Di Maria, Mbappe, Neymar.
Continue.
Was it Verratti? Thiago Silva was still there, right? Marquinhos was still, Verratti was still there. Who else? You had the Marquinhos, the Thiago Silvas. Who was the outside backs? Who was the left? Was it Kurzawa still?
Kehrer and Bernat. Okay.
Okay.
No. Because you know what you're talking about. No. So let's. I'm gonna list the roster. I'm gonna list the lineups from that day, right?
Okay.
PSG started Keylor Navas, Kehrer at right back, Thiago Silva, Kimpembe, Bernat at left back, Ander Herrera, Marquinhos at center defensive mid.
Okay, that's not bad.
Okay, Steve. Paredes, the Argentinian, right? You know.
Yeah. See.
Di Maria, Neymar, Mbappe, right?
Okay.
Now let's list Bayern's team. Since you know so much what you're talking about. Goalie, Neuer. Top 5 ever. Whatever. Alphonso Davies. David Alaba. Jerome Boateng. Joshua Kimmich. Thiago Alcantara. Leon Goretzka. Serge Gnabry at right wing. Thomas Muller. Kingsley Coman and Robert Lewandowski.
Okay, and I still think PSG was more talented.
You're a liar.
I'm not lying.
You're a liar.
PSG
you are a liar.
Tell me out that list from Bayern players who can rival Mbappe and Neymar.
There's 11 players on the field.
Who can rival even Di Maria?
Is Di Maria a better player than Lewandowski at this time?
That's the only player you can say.
So let's say if that's the only player you could say, right? But then what's the drop off after that? And it's not about talent; it's about team and execution. You're just naming names.
I'm not talking about names. I'm talking about
team. Are you talking about names or about team?
No, PSG as a team that year was, I think, a superior team. Was supposed to be a better team than
what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
They just didn't show up in that final. Mbappe and Neymar did not show up in that final.
Goalie, who's better, Neuer or Keylor Navas?
That's not a question you asked.
Left back, who's better, Alphonso Davies or Bernat?
I'll take Alfonso.
Center back, Alaba or Kimpembe?
Take Kimpembe.
What? Yo, bro.
As a Haitian,
Steve,
also a World Cup
who's
winner.
better? Kimpembe didn't play on that World Cup team, bro.
Kimpembe.
Thiago Silva or Boateng?
Come on. We saw what Messi did to
Kimmich or Kehrer?
That's not it.
Well, they play a different formation, but
Okay,
let's say Alcantara versus Herrera. Thiago.
Yeah, Thiago.
Goretzka versus Paredes.
Goretzka.
Mueller versus Marquinhos at center defensive mid. Or you can say Goretzka versus Marquinhos. Either way, that midfield three is better.
It'll be that midfield three. Okay.
That midfield three better, right?
The attacking three just overtakes it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just named you 7 players in Bayern's team that's better, and then you.
No.
Yes.
1, 2. I said what? I said the
7, bro. What are you talking about?
I said the
you
two
said
outside back.
Neuer, Davies, Alaba, Kimmich,
6.
Steve.
Neuer the goalkeeper. The 2 outside backs. That's 3. Plus
And Alaba.
The 3 midfield.
Alaba.
You claim was better.
Oh yeah. The nonsense you said. Okay.
Nonsense. And I'll take the front. And I'll take the front. And I'll take
the front. You said the front 3.
Take all those 3 over the Bayern one.
Whatever, man. But yeah, that's a crazy take. I don't know what world Alaba.
But I just thought.
I don't know what world Alaba is better than Kimpembe. I mean, Kimpembe is better than Alaba, but that's ridiculous.
I guess I won't play on Earth. I don't know what planet you're on.
But we gonna see, man.
We come back and see what PSG does this season.
PSG to win the Champions League.
Barca, you got this.
Yes, sir. We gonna see.
We're gonna see. Thank you guys for watching.
Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification button to see when we upload.
Thank you for your support. We'll see you guys next time.